Hello, good morning, STEM students. Today is Monday, April 20th, 2020. We're continuing with our remote learning classes. Today is remote learning day 14. Um, and the idea of today is to start talking about genetic inheritance. When I say start talking about genetic inheritance, because of course I bring some different vocabularies into this class, but we're continuing talking about what happens into the different organisms after sexual or asexual reproduction processes, um, which we have been studying since before these remote classes. So it's just a continuing process of the same um, view of the unit. Okay. Well, today in the class, we will be using the same project-based learning activities at the WISE, W-I-S-E, WISE website, Web Incred Science Environment website that you already studied the cancer and the cell cycle or cell reproduction unit. So today we're going to use the same platform. So we will be investigating and after investigation, we will be discussing the nomenclatures and trying to understand the processes and come up with the probability problems of finding out the inheritance or the chances that we will have um, our offspring in a determined features, or even better said, with a determined phenotype. Okay. So this is the class of today. The Well, for the class today, we have a do now, and the do now is on a Google form already posted on a Google Classroom. The do now name is Introduction to Heredity. I want your answers in the Google form only, which is already attached to your post in Google Classroom. And the question for do now is simple. I just want to know, what do you know? All right. I have been used to it already. I've always trying to get you this prior knowledge that maybe you have, trying to get your experience. What do you know? And then from that, we can kind of shape your learning. So I wanted to define in the following terms in your own words. What's DNA for you? What are chromosomes? What what is the meaning of the word genes and traits? Okay. Go to Google Forms, type your answers. You're good to go. The essential question for this unit is, how is the combination of genes important in determining the inheritance of biological traits? Right? So this is the general question that will be surrounding our activities in our classes from now on. It's part of the North Carolina Standards 7.L.2.2, which is students must be able to infer patterns of heredity using information from Punnett squares and pedigree analysis. Okay? Don't worry, we'll be seeing these in the next month. All right, for the class today, all you're gonna do, you have to log on the WISE website. If you remember your username and your password, there will be a piece of cake. If you don't remember, you can try to shoot me a message. Mr. Lima, I don't remember. How do I do it? I might be able to figure out what's your username. With your username, you can go to remember my password and receive an email with either a new password, with your password, or a chance to change your password to another new one. All right. Once you're registered, right now you're not registering anywhere. Right now, you were only registering if you didn't do in the first time, which only a few people did it. Right now, you are just signing up, right? Signing up with your account. So you sign up for your class information. You have your genetic inheritance project. That's the one you're gonna pick, and the access code is SEAL05, right? And then you're gonna work on your own pace through the WISE experience. So let me show you actually how it works. I'm gonna click here the wise.berkeley.edu, and once it opens, it's gonna give you the chance Let me just close this so I have a broad view of the screen. All right. So now instead of having this register, I will click here on the side. It works. Oops. There we go. And then I go, oh, it's already here. So let me sign out just to go over the process again. All right, you're supposed to have this page is supposed to open for you, right? With your username and password already there. If you don't remember, it's already there. If you remember your username, I remember my username was Joe, the one that I made just as an example for you the last time. Oh, it's already here. Joe M0412. And then my password, that used to be 1234 at ABCD. Right. Once you sign up to your signing here, I don't want to save this password. So you come to your student home and you have your previous project, the one for cancer, what makes a good cancer medicine. So you have your project still here. If you haven't done it, you still have a chance to make it. And then you can add a new project. You add a unit, and that's the code that it's asking you to work with. So the code right now is seal. Go back because I don't remember the password. Seal 045. So I come seal 045. In our class period, now I make it even better for you because you're gonna check which homeroom do you belong to. Right? Emerton's homeroom, Carol, Lima, or Monroe. Let's go for Lima homeroom. That's the one that I picked last time. You add it, and here we go. Genetic inheritance. It says here 6th grade because according to a different state, a national standard, according to a national standard, it's given 6th grade, but it doesn't matter. Okay? So I'm your teacher, you're in my homeroom, and this is the code, and you launch your product, and you're good to start. You have until Monday, the 26th, if I'm not wrong, to finish the entire project, okay? As I told you before, you can come and check up here. You have 4 different sections. The first section is the welcome section. The second section is why do we look the way we do? The third section, that's where basically we're gonna learn some vocabularies. The third section is the study case, right? So predicting disease, we're gonna learn about cystic fibrosis, and that's where you have to investigate and come up with hypotheses and all the scientific methods until you have a conclusion. And the 4 sections that use your conclusion in your final words. All right? So basically for the class today, you have to work on a WISE project. Oops, something that you are already used to. Well, the idea is to work on phase 1 welcome section. And for this welcome section, if you still have any problems understanding the concept, I have a video, right, on YouTube from the Amoeba Sisters, which is very technical and very simple to understand the different names. So if you have any difficulties, Mr. Lima, I don't understand what chromosome is exactly, what are traits, what genes are, you can come here, click on the video, and grasp the idea. All right. And also, I wanted to work on a section number 2, and I wanted to work until, look at this, I expect you to complete up to step 2.15, finishing completely the section number 2 for today. And obviously on Wednesday, you'll be working on your next on the next 2 steps, which are step number 3 for the fibrosis. For the cystic fibrosis. That's the study case you're going to be investigating by yourselves, and your conclusions, which is step number 4. All right? And we won't have a exit ticket for today. Well, if you have any questions, you know how to reach me. If you have any extra idea, please let me know, and I'll be around. Thank you very much for today. Be safe.